Decoding the Global Currency Reset, GCR, RV, an overview. Listen to the full version on the official dinarreport.com website and become our supporter on Patreon. Decoding the Global Currency Reset, GCR, RV, an overview. Awake in 3D November 23, 2024. Uncover the origins, key components, and future implications of the Global Currency Reset, GCR. The Global Currency Reset, GCR, is more than just a buzzword in global economics. It's a concept that has sparked both curiosity and debate. Whether you're new to the idea or have been following its evolution, understanding the GCR requires a clear grasp of its origins, driving factors, and potential outcomes. In this article, we'll explore how the global currency reset could reshape financial systems worldwide, addressing long-standing economic imbalances and redefining monetary stability. Introduction. What is the Global Currency Reset? The Global Currency Reset, GCR, is a transformative framework in global economics, focused on recalibrating the world's monetary systems to address imbalances, inequalities, and inefficiencies in currency values. For some, it is a beacon of hope, promising economic equity and sustainability. For others, it remains an elusive theory met with skepticism. In this article, we aim to bridge the gap between newcomers eager to grasp the fundamentals of the global currency reset and seasoned veterans refining their understanding of its intricacies. By exploring the origins, drivers, and implications of the global currency reset, we'll build a solid foundation for understanding this fascinating and often misunderstood phenomenon. The origins of the global currency reset. The concept of a currency reset is not entirely new. Historically, monetary realignments have occurred during times of major global upheaval, such as wars, financial crises, or economic collapses. Key examples include the Bretton Woods Agreement, 1944, established the US dollar as the world's reserve currency, pegged to gold, and created a system for stabilizing exchange rates. The Nixon Shock, 1971, President Nixon ended the gold standard, transitioning currencies to a fiat system where values are no longer tied to tangible assets. The global currency reset builds on these historical precedents while introducing a modern, coordinated, global approach to recalibrating currency values. Why is the global currency reset gaining attention now? The growing focus on the global currency reset stems from several converging factors. Global debt crisis. Soaring national debts have made the current financial system unsustainable for many countries. Economic disparities. The wide gap between developed and developing economies highlights the urgent need for equitable monetary adjustments. De-dollarization. Many nations are actively seeking alternatives to the US dollar as the dominant reserve currency, exploring asset-backed currencies and bilateral trade agreements. Technological advancements. Blockchain and digital currencies enable transparent and efficient global transactions. These drivers fuel the global currency reset narrative, prompting discussions about whether a reset will restore balance to the international financial system. Key components of the global currency reset. While interpretations of the global currency reset vary, several core elements remain consistent in most discussions. Currency revaluation, RV. The revaluation of national currencies reflects their true market value. Advocates argue this adjustment corrects decades of artificially manipulated exchange rates. Asset-backed currencies. A shift away from fiat currencies to those backed by tangible assets like gold, silver, or other commodities. Proponents assert this increases transparency and stability while reducing inflationary pressures. Debt forgiveness. A restructuring or elimination of unsustainable national debts represents a necessary step to provide struggling economies with a renewed economic framework. Unified financial systems. The creation of a global framework for fair trade and financial cooperation. This could involve updated International Monetary Fund, IMF, practices or entirely new institutions. How the global currency reset will be implemented. The implementation of the global currency reset and the associated revaluation of currencies, RV, hinges on innovative financial systems that address the limitations of the current fiat-based and centralized monetary structures. A promising vision for the global currency reset, RV, involves the integration of gold-backed currencies. blockchain technology, decentralized ledgers, and a multipolar cross-border payment infrastructure. Gold-backed currencies, a return to tangible value. The cornerstone of this strategy is the transition from fiat currencies to gold-backed systems. Unlike fiat money, gold-backed currencies derive their value from physical reserves of precious metals, offering transparency and stability. Countries adopting this model peg their national currencies to specific quantities of gold or other tangible assets, ensuring intrinsic value. This approach curbs inflation, restores confidence in national currencies, and reduces reliance on speculative monetary practices. Blockchain technology, a transparent and secure foundation. Blockchain technology provides the ideal infrastructure for a transparent and tamper-proof global currency reset system. By leveraging decentralized ledgers, participating nations digitize gold reserves, with each unit of currency represented by a digital token backed by physical gold held in secure reserves. Blockchain ensures accountability by tracking and verifying all transactions and monetary adjustments in real time. Its transparency reinforces trust, while its security features protect against fraud and cyber threats. Decentralized ledger systems, reducing reliance on centralized systems. A decentralized ledger system aligns with the goals of a multipolar world by reducing reliance on centralized systems. This structure ensures equal participation, where all nations, regardless of size or economic power, have an equitable voice in decision-making. Distributed governance manages monetary policies and exchange rate adjustments collaboratively through consensus mechanisms. Decentralization mitigates risks associated with centralized points of failure, ensuring fairness and resilience. Multipolar cross-border payment infrastructure. The global currency reset requires a robust and independent payment system to facilitate cross-border transactions without existing centralized frameworks like SWIFT or US dollar hegemony. A multipolar payment system achieves this by diversifying settlement currencies, using a basket of gold-backed digital currencies from multiple nations instead of a single reserve currency. This infrastructure promotes bilateral and regional trade, enabling nations to trade directly using their gold-backed currencies. Blockchain-enabled systems ensure instant settlements, reducing costs and delays. Coordinated adoption and integration. For the global currency reset to succeed, adoption and integration will be carefully orchestrated. Pilot programs will test gold-backed digital currencies within national economies to refine the system before full-scale implementation. Participating nations will establish international agreements on currency valuations, reserve audits, and blockchain interoperability. Developing a shared blockchain standard ensures seamless transactions and compatibility across borders. Minimizing disruption during the transition and equitably distributing the benefits. Supporters and critics of the global currency reset. The GCR community includes a diverse range of supporters, from economists and policymakers to grassroots advocates. Proponents highlight its potential to address global economic inequalities, stabilize volatile currencies, and create a more equitable financial system. However, critics question the feasibility of the global currency reset, citing logistical complexities of coordinating a global reset. Risks of unintended consequences such as market instability, and concerns over the motives of those promoting the reset, especially in speculative markets. Implications for the global economy. A successfully implemented global currency reset will initiate a new era of financial stability and cooperation. Key outcomes include economic realignment, where developing nations benefit from fairer currency valuations, boosting trade and investment, reduced debt burdens. Where restructuring or forgiving debts frees up resources for infrastructure and development, and a shift in power dynamics. Where a global currency reset challenges the dominance of established reserve currencies, redistributing influence among emerging economies. Conversely, the failure of the global currency reset risks exacerbating existing inequalities and deepening economic divides. The role of the global currency reset community. The growing global currency reset community plays a crucial role in driving awareness and fostering dialogue around this complex issue. For newcomers, joining the community provides opportunities to learn, engage, and contribute to discussions about the future of global finance. For veterans, sharing knowledge and mentoring others strengthens the movement's foundation. The bottom line. A vision for the global currency reset. The global currency reset is more than an economic concept. It is a vision for a world where financial systems are fair, sustainable, and inclusive. Whether you're just discovering the global currency reset or have been following its evolution for years, understanding its core principles is the first step toward meaningful engagement. As we continue this series, we will delve deeper into the mechanics, implications, and controversies surrounding the global currency reset, offering insights for both seasoned experts and curious newcomers. Stay tuned for our next article, Understanding Currency Revaluation, RV, the Basics. Listen to the full version on the official dinarreport.com website and become our supporter on Patreon. Source: Dinar Recaps.